What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and today I'm going to be showing you the worst eviction ever. So we're going to show you the actual footage of all of the damage that happened to the property, how we were able to go in, strip it down, get it fixed back up, and get the unit back to rentable. And if you've been watching my channel or the one and only Meet Kevin's channel, then you've seen that he got a hold of footage of me interviewing this tenant right before I evicted them. Now, if you haven't seen that video, you can check out the link here. After Kevin released his footage and his critique of this interaction, obviously I had to do a response to that critique and kind of share my story and my experience with this terrible tenant. So I'm gonna put that link here. Now, this shows the interaction with the tenant, but after sharing this interaction, we had a ton of people commenting wanting to see what the tenant had done to the actual unit. And so what I'm gonna do in the video today is I'm gonna share with you all of the mistakes I made that I wish I could reverse so I didn't get into this situation to begin with. And then I'm gonna show you the actual footage of what this unit looked like after this horrible tenant was finished with it, and then what I was able to do to get it back to being ready to rent. Let's jump into it. Before I go any further, I just need to say one thing about Meet Kevin. Now, if you just follow my channel and you don't follow Meet Kevin's, then you must be living under a rock, because Meet Kevin is the man when it comes to real estate investing and sharing how to invest in real estate on YouTube. So after we did these videos of the interaction I had with the tenant, Kevin posted a video, I posted a video. The one thing that I want to make clear is Kevin had permission to post the video of the nasty eviction that I did. And it's a great video. It's great feedback. It's something I think you should watch. There are some things he said that I didn't completely agree with. However, I want it made known that Meet Kevin is the man. He's a good friend, and he is an incredible place to go and watch and get awesome content when it comes to YouTube videos about how to invest in real estate. So if you haven't already, make sure that you go and follow Meet Kevin on YouTube. And if I could go do it all over again, I would completely avoid the interaction I had with them. As a matter of fact, I would go back to before we even put that tenant in the unit. I wish that my management company would have been more strict in the tenant we try to find for that unit. And obviously now, looking back, vision is 2020. For some reason, we felt they'd be a good fit for that unit, and there's nothing we can do about it. However, I have sat down with my management company. We've gotten a lot more strict in the way that we screen our tenants and in the way that we consistently check in with them. And I've completely changed my policy now that we've had to deal with it, to where if someone isn't paying rent, we are going to be so much quicker to eviction and to finding a way to get them out. I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, I've picked up more units since this eviction happened, and I love real estate investing. So don't let experiences like this discourage you. However, I did want to show this video so you could see a worst case scenario of what happens if you put in the wrong tenant and they absolutely destroy your property. Because this has ended up costing me a fair amount of money, and it costed me time where I didn't have the ability to rent out this unit that should have been making me money. This is one of the risks that comes with investing in real estate, and that's why it is so crucial that you put in the correct tenant, and if they become not the correct tenant, that you evict them and get them out of that unit as quick as possible. Now, I'm gonna be watching this on my phone right here, and I'm gonna make sure that it pops up here next to me so you can see all of the damage that the tenant did and all the crap that they left in this unit. And I'm gonna pause it as we go to kind of explain the damage that came that was not there before we put this tenant in there, and what we need to do to get it fixed and back ready to rent. So with that being said, let's roll the clip.
We're about to get started, Dan.
So this is Jace with his crew just outside the property, and they're gonna head down. Now you can see there's tons of issues on the walls. Right away, there are two massive holes in the walls that were put in by the tenants, scratches, dents, dings. The floor is just covered with crap. And this is how they left it after we evicted them. So you've got, clothes everywhere, and it just smells horrendous in here. And so just to pause it really quick as we go into the kitchen, with the carpets, there is food, there is pop, there is all kinds of damage in the property to where the carpets were completely wrecked. So first thing we know, we've got to rip up all of the carpets throughout the entire unit, and we're gonna put down all new hard floors. And so that's the first major expense, is all of the flooring has to go. Now, as you go and see in the kitchen, you look and you see all of these cans and other stuff all over in the floor. This is the nastiest thing you've ever seen. Now, what they've done is they've left food and crap and junk everywhere, and so it's smeared into the floor. There have been mice that have now gotten in because they left all of the smashed windows that they broke open. So after we evicted them, and probably even before we evicted them, mice had been coming into the property and leaving mice crap everywhere. So you've got mice crap, you've got mice droppings all over the place, in the cabinets, on the floor. You've got this canned food and garbage just everywhere in there. And as we roll it, you can see they destroyed a lot of the cabinets. And what had happened is, with it, they've ripped out one of the cabinets. The other cabinets have crap all over them that's come down from the countertops. A lot of them are broken, busted. And so what we actually had to do is take all of the cabinets off, sand them down, reseal them, but we were able to salvage the cabinets and they look brand new. But you had to clean those, strip them down, put in new ones. With it, we ended up having to replace the entire oven and the entire kitchen. And as you watch this clip, it's hilarious how Jace responds to the nastiness of the fridge.
The cupboards broke, all the cupboards out. Luckily in this video you can't smell it, but I can smell it. Everything in here can just go away because it's no good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fridge is gonna, oh! Honestly, if you can get the stuff off, you guys could take the fridge out of here if you wanted to.
So as you can see, the fridge was wrecked. Everything had gone rotten. It was destroyed. So we had to get rid of the fridge, put in a new fridge, and the place just smells horrendous.
The fridge is gonna, oh!
And keep in mind, every one of the windows now has been smashed out before they left. And so we have to replace all of the windows that they've trashed, but you've got airflow coming through and it still just smells horrendous down there.
And throw it away.
Oh, wow.
You can see like cake, food, dishes, just crap everywhere in the kitchen.
Once we get this out,
now as you go back, he's taking you back into the bedroom. They left their mattress, clothes everywhere. Everything is just destroyed and super nasty. And we have to spend money to haul all of this crap out and get it to the dump.
Bed. You just throw the clothes on the bed and then all the papers and everything else. And everything just start throwing in the trash.
So Jason's saying put everything on the bed. They're going to haul it all up and out. What's really interesting is now you're going to see how he goes back up over into the bathroom. Now this is a 2-bedroom apartment. And in the bathroom, and I'm going to pause it here, you can see they just trashed everything. Once again, there's another window there we have to replace that I'll show you here when we go through all the renovations that we do. But they had jimmy rigged that light to steal electricity from upstairs. So there was some weird setup where they'd yanked it out and ran a cord to try and make it so they'd get their light to work because they hadn't been paying electricity and had been stealing it from upstairs. So it was a total joke, and we had to go and fix up the electrical in there to get that light working again.
Trash. Just, they broke that light, so they're trying to jimmy it so they could get power to it somehow.
Now what's really discouraging is you can see there's nice tile, it's a nice tub. This unit was so nice. That carpet was, you know, a couple years old. It had been cleaned before they went in. The walls were all painted nicely. And so if you look, there are scrapes, there are dings, there are holes, there's crap all over the floors. They just absolutely wrecked this apartment. And really, it's so frustrating because not only did we miss out on rents, but we missed out on this property that was in nice shape that now we're completely having to renovate. And that's why it's so important that you make sure and get the right tenants in there.
I hope it's, I gotta fix it before we turn the power back on. This room was the bedroom.
So if you look there, you can see the massive hole in the bedroom wall. It almost looked like they'd been freaking wrestling in this downstairs bedroom, just putting all sorts of holes in the walls and just trashing the place.
In this room,
Now you can see in the laundry room, they just left everything. And again, we didn't actually end up having the police come and strip them out. They just left because they knew they were coming and left all of this trash there.
Laundry.
All right, so you've seen all of this terrible damage that they did. The next couple weeks we spent just ripping everything out and redoing it all. So we ended up putting in new flooring, we put in new windows, we sanded down the cabinets, got them resealed. We were able to go in and fix some of the electrical issues, patch all the holes, get it all repainted, get everything back in place. And we were also able to fix the stairs on the outside. And honestly, I've got to take some ownership for those. They had fallen apart pretty bad. However, you got to understand when you're going through a winter where people are shoveling the walks, there's a freeze and unfreeze and thaw and all kinds of different stuff, you have your concrete steps fall apart. And that was something that did fall apart in the winter, and then in the spring, we went through this nasty, gnarly eviction with them, and it wasn't on the top of my priority list. We were just focused on getting these tenants out. And so we went in, replaced the stairs, got all the holes patched and everything else fixed. And this unit now is in incredible shape. So we were able to get everything done. We've got an awesome tenant in there now. And as you can see from the pictures, they've already moved in and got their furniture in there. And they were kind enough to let us come in there and take finished product pictures. And so this is what the unit looks like now. And there are a couple things I wanted to hit on that I learned from this experience. First off, it's so essential that you put in good tenants. Second off, you've got to make sure that you're following up, and if your tenants are not paying rent, you get them out of there immediately, because it only snowballs, it only gets worse, it only ends up costing you more money. The other thing is, even if you have to pay to get them out, as long as they leave it in good shape, it is worth spending money rather than ending in a nasty eviction to where they let pride get in the way and they destroy everything and leave you in a total mess. Now with these people, I don't think it was because we let our pride get in the way. We really were willing to do anything to get them out. I think it's because they were druggies and things got so nasty that we were just stuck in it for the long haul, and we were gonna have to deal with a total mess. And so we need to make sure we don't deal with tenants like this in the future. The other thing I want to point out, and I'm not saying I didn't do this to begin with, I think it's so important that you make sure that the quality of your units is high. Because as you take care of your units, as you have the nice flooring, the nice paint, no holes, no issues, you're going to attract the right tenant. And I do believe we were doing that. However, we obviously ended up with a bad tenant, and we could go and do subpar work and leave it pretty trashy, but then you're gonna end up with a very trashy tenant and you're gonna relive the same experience over and over again. So we wanted to make sure that we went in, we made all of the appropriate fixes, and we got this to where we could rent it to a good tenant. And now we're very happy with the tenants that we have both upstairs and downstairs. The last thing I want to make sure that I make clear is this renovation did cost us quite a bit. As a matter of fact, I think we were $6,000 after everything that we had to do to get this unit to where we wanted it to re-rent. And that hurt. That was very expensive. However, you've got to keep in mind, I had this property for over 5 years when we had this negative experience. And for years we had planned expenses, and our expenses had ended up substantially lower than what we had planned for. So it's not like this was a huge death by poisons experience, all right? It still hurt. It hurt really bad, and I think we can avoid it in the future. However, it's something that I did plan for with my expenses, and we had a lot of good, prosperous years, and I'm glad that we were smart with what we kept in reserves and how we planned our expenses, because overall, this property was killing it on the return. Now, we still have gotten a good return. It obviously isn't killing it because of all the expenses we've had this year, but it's still been a great investment. So when you see situations like this happen, you've got to recognize crap is going to happen when you invest in real estate. I'm sure that you're going to make mistakes. I'm hoping this video helps you not make the same mistakes that I did. However, even if you do, you plan for expenses, you plan for mistakes, you keep reserves, and we've been able to work through it and get good tenants in there. And I still love investing in real estate because this has been a learning experience, and overall I am up so far with all of my units, even after having dealt with this horrible eviction. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please push the like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you're getting notifications for all of our future videos, because this is a big mistake video. This is a worst case scenario video. However, I've had huge success and received huge returns from investing in real estate, and my goal is to help you to create a huge passive income for yourself. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the future videos. Thanks guys, have a great day.